What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict, bringing you my top picks for Wednesday's main NBA DFS slate. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. Guys, go ahead and help me out. Please drop a like on this video for me. Also, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't forget. And as always, guys, please drop your comments below. Let me know who you love and who you hate. Hopefully you played some of the plays yesterday. We had some fire there. All right, and we had a couple of duds, but there was a lot of duds in yesterday's slate. So let's get back at it today, guys, and let's go over to Draft Dashboard. All right, that's my research tool of choice, guys. 30-day trial for $1. Link is in the description of the video. Check it out if you like what you're seeing. So I'm going to the position optimizer. Let's go ahead and break it down position by position. So at the top, we have the point guard spot. You got Steph Curry at the top versus Cleveland, one of the best matchups on the slate, and he's only 9.7K. So as long as Steph Curry is under 10K, I'm playing him pretty much. So give me some Steph Curry. He's in my player pool. All right, Mike Conley is also another player I like at 8.7K. If you look at his history versus his team, he scored 39 and 31, but he's playing at home, and Conley has been playing out of his mind. If you see his game log right there on the screen there. So 39, 49, 45, 61, 36. So I do like this matchup. He's at home. Give me some Conley. He's going to be in my player pool. Ben Simmons, not quite sure about that one, but looks like it says he's battling some kind of ankle injury, but he's expected to suit up. So, but I won't be going there at 8.5K. I'd rather just pay up for Conley or either Steph Curry. All right, Kyle Lowry's in a good spot versus Philly, but again, Kyle Lowry has been inconsistent. But if you look at his game log, look at his last 5 versus Philly: 44, 32, 28, 44, and 32. So he's somebody that you definitely could consider, but I'll be going elsewhere at guard. But Kyle Lowry, nice spot. Eric Bledsoe, I like him versus Detroit. It's a high over and under game at 227 points. Bledsoe's at home. Alrighty, place up, matchup, rested, all good signs. If you look at his game log, he's been 30, 45, 28, 24, 48 in the last 3 games. But all the green boxes here are checked for me, so that means I like this play. He has a great average for his DraftKings points, average minutes played, and his average versus the team that he's facing is up there. So give me some of that. Doncic, I like him as well. This young man has been playing great this year, 30 plus in his last 5 games. And so I like him at 6.7K playing up against New Orleans in a nice matchup with an up-paced team and a 227 over and under. If you look at his dash rank, we got all green over here too. So give me some Doncic on this slate. I do like Brogdon too. I didn't check it on here, but I do like Brogdon, but not as much as I like Teague and some other players. A little bit cheaper, but Brogdon, have him in your lineups too. Well, your player pool. 10-game slate. Lot of plays you can play. But let's go ahead and get back into it. Dennis Schroder, I like him versus this Brooklyn team. This Brooklyn team is scrappy. They're probably going to take OKC pound for pound. And I like Dennis Schroder to come off the bench and to pay off that value at only 5.8K. If you look at his game log, he's averaging 30 minutes a game or more, and he's putting up 32 or more DraftKings points than the guy that's only 5.8K. I like him in this matchup. If you look at his last 4 versus Brooklyn, or last 3 versus Brooklyn, he's averaging, again, 39 or more for the most part. So give me some Schroder at only 5.8K. Dennis Smith Jr. I don't love, but when I saw his game log versus his team, he's had 2 good games versus his team and a dud. So he's somebody that we definitely could take a flyer on at 5.6K playing against New Orleans in a pace-up matchup. Again, a high over and under, but they did play last night. So keep that in mind. I remember he had that issue with his wrist or something like that. So, but I do have Dennis Smith Jr. in my player pool. JJ Barea as well. Again, a point per minute monster. If you look at this guy's history, he's averaging somewhere around 25 DraftKings points versus this team. And at 5K, that's a decent floor. And we know that Barea has some upside too. So I do like JJ Barea. But again, they did play last night, but he only played 17 minutes. So maybe they were resting him for this game. So Jeremy Lin has been hot lately. I'm personally not going to take a flyer on him. But hey, he has a nice matchup versus Washington, who's missing a couple of key players, a.k.a. John Wall. So we definitely could consider Jeremy Lin, but he's just, I don't know if I can play him. So, but he's in a good spot, man. Minutes is too inconsistent for me. Him and Burks, or not Burks, what is his name? Is it Trey? Yeah, anyway, Trey Young are splitting the minutes, so no thank you there. 10-game slate, I'll go somewhere else. So that's all my point guards. So at shooting guard, of course, you got Steph Curry on this slate, but DeMar DeRozan, man, look at his game log versus LA. He's averaging somewhere around 55 DraftKings points, and the guy's on the 8.9K. Man, I like this late night hammer game versus San Antonio and Sacramento. Versus LA and San Antonio. Yeah, the last game on the slate at 9:30 p.m. in the 224 over and under. I will have some shares of players in this game, and DeMar DeRozan is one of those guys I'm going to have. Bradley Beal is pretty much a lock in my opinion. With John Wall ruled out, a lot of the offensive stuff is going to go through Bradley Beal now. And at 8.4K, just give me all the Bradley Beal I can handle. Alrighty. Jimmy Butler, I like him at 6.9K with the, injury to Simmons. He may not be fully healthy. And so that could mean some added production for Jimmy Butler. And at only 6.9K, this guy is too much of a dynamic player to be on the 6.9K, man. So I'm having him in my player pool as well. So give me some of that. We already talked about JJ. Oh, this Kevin Hurt. Okay. I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but you can see it on the screen. But he's on the 3.7K, and he's playing somewhere around 25 plus minutes the last couple of games, and it has a floor of around 25 DraftKings points. And at 3.7K, I like him. Again, in this game, 231 points, going to be a lot of scoring going around. And I believe this guy's a starter, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he's starting. So that 3.7K, give me some of that. Okay, too cheap in that high-paced matchup game with a high over and under. Give me some of that. So that's all my shooting guards at the moment, guys. Again, this is not my full player pool. I'm just kind of giving you some of the plays that stood out to me during my research process. So LeBron James, guys, you guys know I love me some L Boogie, a.k.a. LeBron James. So give me some of that. All righty, he is currently only 10.5K in a late-night hammer game. Give me some of that. Give me some of that. All right, KD, again, a smash matchup versus Cleveland. All right, this team cannot stop him. The question is, how much does he play? Does the game stay competitive? But I will have me a couple of plays of Kevin Durant because a lot of people are going to probably fade him because of blowout potential, but I'm playing him. Kawhi Leonard, again, nice matchup. If you look at his history versus the team, he has a floor of around 40 with a little bit of upside at 55. So at 9.3K, I do like me some Kawhi Leonard in this game. That should be a pretty competitive game. So if you look at that game on the game log over here, Toronto and Philly, they're a 6-point favor. So at 229, so give me some of that. Give me some of that. Next up, we already talked about Simmons, Jimmy Butler. We talked about Aaron Gordon. I don't know if I'm going to play him. Coming off a back-to-back, going up against a scrappy Denver defense. That team defense is pretty good. No, thank you. Barnes, too inconsistent. Are you going to get 40 from him or 19? But he's somebody that you could consider at 6.8K going up against New Orleans, but they did play yesterday, so no thank you. Robert Covington. Now, I love this guy, man. All righty, so at 6.6K versus Charlotte. Now, this guy can get a lot of rebounds, steals, get up a couple of threes. If you look at his history versus his team, he scored 40, 31, 51, 46, and 21. And he's playing 35 minutes on average. I like the chances of this guy playing off that 6.6 price tag. So I will have me some Robert Covington. Same thing with Kyle Kuzma. This young man is a dynamic player. They're playing at home versus San Antonio. Late night game. Should be high scoring. Give me some Kuzma. If you look at his game log versus San Antonio, 29, 27, 41, 53, and 23. So a wide range of outcomes there, right? But a floor of 23 and a ceiling of 53. So I like my chances again in this spot at home. Give me some Kuzma, and he's hot. Look at his last two games, 41 and 43. So give me some Kuzma. Otto Porter, somebody that you could consider. Pretty much you can consider the whole damn Washington team, okay? They're going up against this trashy ATL team. No defense will be played. Will be a lot of points scored. I'm probably going to have a nice little game stack of this game with some pieces of other games thrown in there. But Otto Porter, we could add him into our player pool, even though I personally don't trust him. But he's only 6K. And you got John Wall out. So a lot of these players are going to have to step up. So give me some Otto Porter too. Jeremy Lamb has been consistent as far as, putting up around 25 to 30 DraftKings points a game. But I'm going to go elsewhere personally. No Lamb for me today. Alrighty, so that's pretty much all my small forwards that I like right now. Let's go on over to the power forward. So at power forward, you got Giannis at the top going up against Detroit. Alrighty, so if you look at his game, Giannis has been on a tear as well. 75, 67 or more in 3 of the last 4 games. Whoo, and 11.6K at home versus Detroit. Do we play him? But if you look at his game log, he's only had one blowout game of 65 versus Detroit. I think I'm going to pass and pay down for LeBron James personally. But let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like Giannis on today's slate? Be honest, 10-game slate. You got a lot of ways you can chop it up. Do you want Giannis? All right, next up, Anthony Davis. He's always in play, man. Even if he's 11.5K, this guy can drop a 90 bomb on somebody, and we wouldn't even be surprised. So New Orleans is playing at home, I believe, right? Yeah, New Orleans at home. They're a 6-point favorite versus Dallas. Anthony Davis is going to be a big part of that, so you could pay up for him. I'm personally not paying up for him, but hey, he's always a possibility, guys, especially in GPPs, because not a lot of people are going to pay up for him on a large slate like this. So depending on how the value plays out for today's slate. So, alrighty, Kyle Kuzma we already talked about. Kawhi Leonard we already talked about. So pretty much all these guys are multi-position eligible. Oh, JaMychal Green, give me some of that as well, guys. So if you look at him, he's playing around 25 plus minutes. Averaging around 22 DraftKings points per game, and this should be a good game for him as far as getting rebounds and peripherals. So give me some JaMychal Green in our player pool at only 4.4K. He can fill in and give us some salary relief. Dwayne Dedmon's another guy that I would take a flyer on. But you don't know what the hell you're gonna get from this guy. Is he gonna play 10 minutes or 30? Is he gonna get you 15 points or 40 points? Who knows? But he's somebody I will have in my GPP pool. Because again, he has some upside, guys. As you can see, he put up 40 last game that they played versus Washington. So, and we don't have Dwight Howard. And like I said, this game is probably going to be bananas when it comes to fantasy points. So, at least that's the expectation. So, all righty. Next up, you got Julius Randle. Currently, Mirotic is questionable with that illness. If he does not play, I'm locking in Julius Randle again. So, all right. So, excuse me, guys. So pretty much that's my player pool at the moment. It's not my full player pool because there is a 10-game slate. But once you go into Draft Dashboard, guys, and select your player pool like I just did, you can go over into the lineup optimizer and let it optimize your lineup. All right, so if you look at my tweets, we had somebody do that last night. His main lineup, he built it, Mark Angle. He built it in Draft Dashboard, and he hit him for 264 points, and he won $20. Now, I'm not quite sure what his buy-in was, but if you look at it, some pretty nice plays there, man. Alrighty. So, 264. Draft Dashboard lineup. So, go ahead and check it out, guys. And so, as you can see right here, built the lineup with Bledsoe, Herter, Michael Green, Kuzma, Randle, Barea, LeBron, and Schroder. Now, again, if you don't like this play, maybe you want to upgrade somebody. Oh, right now we're at the salary, so we can change around. Like, for instance, LeBron James. If you want to come down to KD or DeRozan, and then upgrade Schroder, for instance, you could do that, so to say. So you can kind of tweak it and play around with it to your heart's content and build a lineup that you like. Because at the end of the day, it's just facts and numbers, but plays, positions, some of the different things that the computer may not know. But hey, check it out. Draft Dashboard. Link is in the description. 30-day trial for $1 whole. So right now, this is my core. So I got Bradley Beal, Kuzma, Covington, Brook Lopez, who I like, versus Detroit. Alrighty, last time they played, I believe he dropped a 40 burger on him. But this guy here is playing 30-plus minutes, and he's getting rebounds and points. I like a nice double-double from him. So, Herter, I like him, again, at 3.7K. I just need him to give me 25, man. Just give me 25. Anything more than that is gravy. Then, of course, I got LeBron James going up against San Antonio. All right, so come on, San Antonio. Make it a game. So I give me some L Boogie. He's averaging 63 DraftKings points versus this team. So give me some LeBron James, man. So that's my core. It leaves you about 4.5K for the last 2 spots. On a 10-game slate, you should be able to find some decent value plays around 4.5K. A lot of people are probably going to go to John Wall's replacement, which is Austin Rivers. So, but buyer beware. But, hey, you throw in Austin Rivers, and that leaves you 5.6K. And it's not too bad of a lineup, guys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to put it in the last play, but, hey, you kind of see what the possibilities are. So good luck on tomorrow, guys. I'm kind of rambling on now. So thank you guys for the love. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll holler at you guys tomorrow.